What is going on, collectors? Optical 20 back for another video. Today we are gonna take a look at Inart's Wonder Woman, and I hope you can pre-order this at Big Bad as well. So that's where I get my Inart. They're so hit or miss, so I don't really pre-order anywhere else. But oh man, let's address right away. Let's not beat anything to the bush here. There's a big mix when you go to her Facebook page about the likeness. This is highly debated out there that the likeness is not there, and I see the point. I also do see Gal Gadot in here. Good looking figure. I don't know if it's 100% that they nailed it like we are used to. This is, I would say, one of their weaker ones, and it feels like we've been saying that more often recently with their releases. It's not bad for any stretch, and I love BVS. I have their BBS Superman. I don't have it yet, but I'm about to get the Batman BVS 2.0 from Hot Toys, and most likely I'll get this too. I do have the BVS, not BVS. I have the Justice League Wonder Woman from Hot Toys. That is like, I don't know, 10 times worse than this, I would say. So this is the best iteration of Wonder Woman we've seen, just not what we're used to from Inart. I do see it though. Like if you show this to someone, they'll be like, "Hey, it's Gal Gadot." I mean, it's not debatable. When you see the outfit, she is the first person that you can think of. However, the question is, and rightfully so, they set the standards. You know, this is not a home run, so to speak. Now, make no mistake, there's a lot of time that they could tweak this to so it would come close to what they have. Just in terms of, maybe, who's that? The Harry Potter guy, the blonde one. I don't know his name because I don't watch Harry Potter. I think that is worse than this. Or at least they say so. I don't, this one, I still see it. I still do see it. It's not one of their best work for sure, but I still do see it. And if it comes out like this, I don't know. I think it's passable. I don't know if you want to use that word once you are spending upwards of 500 or 600. I don't know how much this is going to be. It's still RSVP on their site. I can imagine it'll be a little bit more expensive because of the body. The body is seamless. Longer hair. Maybe we're looking at 600, 650 here. I don't know if you want to say passable once you are spending 600 to 650 on a figure, like a 12-inch figure. I don't know if passable is what you're looking for. You might want to look for something that's great, depending on what your budget is, obviously. But again, the body looks great. Like, it looks like it could stretch, and I don't know if this feels like Photoshop for whatever reason, but I'm concerned about the weight of, the I didn't even read if it's die cast. The armors that she does have, she looks great. Is this okay? So she has like a little metal piece that she's stepping on there. So the base is magnetic. Obviously, I love the theme as well. That rubble kind of aligns with Man of Steel, with Superman from BVS as well. So that's a good touch right there. This is all she needs, her shield and her sword. That's perfect. I don't know if I like the expression as well, because it feels like it's, it has a little smirk, which is nice. It feels a bit limiting though with the poses that you could pull off. I guess they're looking more into, how it would look on your shelf. That most likely you would pose her with her hands down, because obviously you don't want to leave this with her arms up because of, the nature of the body. So they went with a head sculpt that is neutral enough, but it doesn't look like she's bored, type of thing. So they gave her, so I from that standpoint, I get that. If you have a second faceplate, I don't know how exactly you're gonna do that because she has a tiara. So I was thinking maybe if you could actually remove kind of like Hannibal Lecter here, so you don't have to mess with the hair, so that the faceplate would end by the chin area. You know what I mean? And then from the jawline all the way back to the, I don't know. I'm just spitballing here, so they could give us an angry expression without removing the hair. You know what I mean? So the entire face, kind of like Jack Sparrow from the DX line. That's the only way I can think of, because you don't want to pay another $200-300 for another head sculpt, because the hair is obviously long and there's a cost for that. So that's, but I don't think that's feasible as well because of how deep the jawline is. I mean, it worked on Jack Sparrow, so we'll see. It's not gonna happen, but maybe with Hot Toys, if they eventually, or if they're ever gonna do one, we'll see. Hopefully this gets a little tweak. I don't exactly know maybe it's the eyes that's throwing it off. Is it this smiling face? I don't know, because but you can see on their page that there's a bit of a discourse there about the likeness. I'm okay with it. Like I said, I don't know if being okay with it justifies paying $500-600, but it's up to you. I'm not gonna pre-order this yet. We'll see. Plus, by the time this comes out, probably next year or so, I don't know, have we moved on from the gun DCEU now? Are we going to go that route now? We don't know. By the time this comes out, maybe we'll have the new Superman, and we'll see. I don't think I'm ever going to move on from BVS. I love that movie. You can sue me for that. I'm not going to apologize for loving the Snyder, DCEU out there. So there's always a room for this in my collection. There always will be. Now they can make a new one of this. Maybe not from BVS, but the Solo movie, if this ever sells out. So they can always make like an improvement and then label it as just the Solo movie. So that's also something to keep an eye out. If you think that this is the definitive Wonder Woman, I don't know if it is. But let me know in the comments, how do you feel about this pre-order? How do you think about the likeness? Is it good enough to pay that much for the asking for? I would love to hear your thoughts on this one. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.